Hello everyone, welcome to Earth Archives. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, comment and share, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Thank you. Today we are going to uncover a historical deception, the agricultural heroin, the insidious conspiracy of the GMO corporation Monsanto. In today's world, not only in agriculture, but even in households with potted plants or lawns, comprehensive herbicides are widely used, with Monsanto's products being the best-selling globally. Why this has a direct connection with GMOs is the focus of today's discussion. In 1901, John Francis Queeny, who had 30 years of experience in the pharmaceutical industry, founded Monsanto in the United States. The company was named after his wife, Olga Mendez Monsanto. Part of the company's initial funding came from an investment by a soft drink manufacturer, coupled with Queenie's father-in-law's active involvement in the sugar industry. This background influenced Monsanto's first product, which was saccharin, a sweetener used in Coca-Cola. The company then expanded its product range to produce other food additives, such as vanillin and caffeine. In 1974, Monsanto introduced the herbicide Roundup, with glyphosate as its patented active ingredient. The patent expired in 1991, after which Monsanto extended it. But by 2000, when the patent fully expired and glyphosate became generic, other companies began manufacturing and selling it. By 2010, there were over 700 glyphosate-based products worldwide. Glyphosate is a non-selective herbicide that kills any green-planted contacts, except for glyphosate-resistant GMO crops or mutated weeds. Once absorbed, it is transported throughout the plant's internal system, and its presence in edible parts cannot be washed off. In 1996, when glyphosate-resistant GMO crops began production in the United States, other herbicides were gradually replaced. The usage of glyphosate peaked in 2012, dominating all herbicides, with approximately 75% used on GMO soybeans, corn and cotton. In some countries, aside from GMO crops, glyphosate herbicides are commonly sprayed on other crops such as wheat, sorghum and dry beans before harvest to ensure uniform drying for easier harvesting. Thus, over the past several years, the global herbicide market has been led by glyphosate-based products. Glyphosate, the active ingredient in this comprehensive herbicide, was not initially used in agriculture, but rather to remove mineral deposits from metal pipes. This fact alone should hint at its potency. In simple terms, it is absolutely harmful to humans, as its function is to disrupt an enzyme found in both plants and animals. This enzyme plays many crucial roles, with one of the most important being the removal of toxins from living organisms. Glyphosate is also an endocrine disruptor, capable of mimicking or blocking the actions of natural hormones, thereby disrupting the endocrine system and causing significant negative effects on the body. Once it enters the body, it marks the beginning of chemical mechanism changes. One of the most dangerous impacts is the stimulation of excessive estrogen secretion. If women frequently consume soy products heavily exposed to glyphosate, their risk of developing breast cancer significantly increases. Moreover, glyphosate is harmful to the digestive system, including damage to the gut microbiome. Some scientists even believe that the overuse of herbicides should be held accountable for various gastrointestinal diseases, such as celiac disease, gluten intolerance, and irritable bowel syndrome. Don't believe it? Dave Schubert, director of the Cellular Neurobiology Laboratory at the Salk Institute for Biological Studies, stated, "There is ample data showing that herbicides are truly not safe, especially given their widespread use, even with the approval of the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, EPA. This company's most well-known, yet highly controversial product is the herbicide known in Taiwan as Nian Chun, Roundup, also called glyphosate. Since its introduction in the 1970s, it has been popular among farmers, particularly because Monsanto developed glyphosate-resistant GMO crops, enabling farmers to remove weeds without harming their crops, showcasing glyphosate's effectiveness. However, there is another side to the story. According to the Monsanto papers published by a Northern California court in 2017, the company was accused of having bribed experts for years to publish journal articles that favored glyphosate, claiming it posed no carcinogenic risk. In addition, the company's GMO crops include tomatoes, cotton, potatoes, soybeans, and corn. These modified crops possess glyphosate-resistant traits and, when used alongside the company's herbicides, create a synergistic effect. The combination of GMO seeds and herbicides became the two cornerstones of Monsanto's success, forming an agricultural biotechnology empire that controls 90% of the US seed market. However, this situation was internally raised at Monsanto. In the late 1990s, Monsanto's consultant Dr. James Parry noted that glyphosate's genotoxicity had negative impacts on cells and could be carcinogenic. But we know all too well that the higher-ups at Monsanto would never consider advice that could hinder profits. They instead turned to consultants willing to cooperate with the industry and influence policy. In internal emails, top executives admitted, "We would never use Parry's opinions for our research. Otherwise, people would become aware of glyphosate's dangers, right?" In 2003, Monsanto toxicologist Donna Farmer issued a warning. "We cannot say that glyphosate is non-carcinogenic to the world because we have not done the testing." But now, nearly 19 years later, nothing has been done. And the US Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, has taken no action. In March 2015, the World Health Organization, WHO, and international cancer experts officially classified glyphosate as a probable human carcinogen. However, since the publication of this finding, it has faced relentless attacks from Monsanto and the agricultural industry, including smears, slander, and misinformation, all aimed at discrediting these expert opinions and cutting funding, with the ultimate goal of obscuring the truth. Italian epidemiologist Dr. Francesco Forestieri hit the nail on the head when he said, "We did not expect the backlash to be so fierce. We knew that the conclusions of our research could be problematic with economic repercussions. We are just scientists examining the evidence according to the standards of the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC." He highlighted a critical point. This is about billions of dollars in the herbicide market. When their profits are threatened, they fight fiercely. In fact, the US Environmental Protection Agency did take action, but not as expected. Instead, they raised the allowable residue limits for glyphosate, making the rising dosages less conspicuous. Strange, isn't it? According to revealed emails, Jess Rowland, the EPA official responsible for reviewing glyphosate's carcinogenic risk, was accused of helping Monsanto avoid investigations by other federal agencies. He even told Monsanto staff, "If I manage to pull this off, I deserve a medal." Such blatant corruption by an official indicates just how much money Monsanto used to buy off government officials. In 2017, the EPA still issued a statement asserting that glyphosate is unlikely to pose a cancer risk to humans, despite mounting evidence to the contrary. Monsanto has always been known for producing and selling highly controversial products. Initially, it started with saccharin, then polychlorinated biphenyls, PCBs, in 1935, DDT in 1944, and Agent Orange used during the Vietnam War in the 1960s. After 1983, Monsanto transitioned from being a chemical company to entering the pharmaceutical and veterinary drug sectors. In the 1990s, the company aggressively acquired seed companies and, after gaining control of the conventional and GMO seed markets, transformed into the world's largest seed industry giant. Monsanto's ambitions continued to expand with technological advancements after 2010. In 2012, they acquired Precision Planting Inc., known for using computer software and hardware to aid farmers with precision planting. In 2013, they purchased California-based Climate Corporation at a high price, hoping to use climate data to control agricultural production and distribution. In 2015, they attempted to acquire Syngenta, another major company in GMOs and agrochemicals, with the goal of making glyphosate testing disappear and putting an end to this controversial topic. Do you understand the long-term deadly conspiracy of Monsanto? Investigative journalist Carey Gillam revealed how Monsanto employed various methods to achieve enormous profits while igniting global outrage, frequently placing the company on lists of the world's most evil companies. Even on June 7, 2018, with approval from US and European regulatory bodies, German pharmaceutical giant Bayer acquired Monsanto for $66 billion at $128 per share. At this historic moment, Bayer announced that it would no longer use the Monsanto name, which had a 117-year history. Following the merger, Bayer controlled approximately 28% of the global agricultural chemical market, around 36% of the US corn seed market, and 28% of the soybean seed market. This acquisition also became the largest cross-border acquisition by a German company in 20 years. The decision to abandon the Monsanto name was primarily due to its notorious reputation. As the world's largest supplier of genetically modified seeds, the Monsanto name had become the primary target for opponents of GMOs. The company faced multiple lawsuits, including cases where farmers found their conventional crops contaminated by genetically modified genes. In the US, around 1,000 individuals alleged that glyphosate-based herbicides caused their cancer and filed lawsuits against the company. Animal testing revealed that glyphosate could pose various health risks, including liver and kidney damage, vascular and blood problems, reproductive issues, and the development of deformed embryos.